everyone, and welcome to today's plan with me for last week of October 29th through November 4th. I have moved to my new California condo, but this is only a temporary filming setup until my actual desk comes in. It's the most important piece of furniture, and of course it's the last to arrive, but hopefully we'll be able to make this work. So the kit I'm going to be using is Haunted by ScribblePrintsCo. I got the Ultimate Kit. What I usually do is when I'm doing the kit for a specific holiday, like a major holiday, I will usually buy the Ultimate, just so I have more options, and it's kind of an excuse to splurge for kind of a good reason. So this is a sort of, Halloween themed kit without being too, orange and black and purple and pumpkins everywhere and stuff. So kind of like this haunted house sort of vibe. And it kind of fits because I didn't really celebrate Halloween other than watching spooky movies, so this felt pretty appropriate. So as usual, I am going to go ahead and do the full boxes, to-dos, sidebar, bottom washi, date covers, and page flags, and I will come back when I have done that. So let's get started. Okay, everyone, so I am back. I did actually manage to fit the 9th full box in the sidebar here, like I think I tried and failed to do last week, so I was happy about that because I didn't use as many headers or washi strips between the elements like I would usually do. Everything else looks really good, I think. A few of the stickers are crooked and I'm too lazy to fix them like that, but I think it mostly looks pretty fine. So now we can get into the day by day. Alrighty, so Monday I have, let's see, one half box thing I want to mark, and I think a half box can fit in pretty perfectly into that space. Or yeah, it is a half box. Got confused for a minute. So we're gonna use this solid color one right here, and that one is going to mark my grandma coming over for dinner. It was the last time I saw her before I moved, and I'm going to use my clip art sticker that I always use for my grandma, so that's gonna go right there. I'm just gonna write in dinner with grandma. Let's see. I do want to mark getting a Happy Mail because I received a letter from my boyfriend. We are in the practice of writing letters to each other, even though he takes much longer than I do, which is kind of to be expected, but I think it's really cute that we do that. So I was going to do that, and I don't remember what I was going to mark it with, because I don't think there was like an envelope icon, I'm pretty sure. I think I was going to use another one instead, but I do not remember. Oh yeah, no. There was one up here. That will always confuse me, these cutout icons. Alright, so that will be to mark receiving that. I'm just going to go ahead and put some stuff into the to-do list. One of the things I have to do is my Instagram post, so I'm going to use the Instagram icon. Usually I would do a camera, but since this kit actually has an Instagram icon, just had to use it. It was it's the only kit I've seen that has one like that. Alright, so then I also started packing for my move, so I'm gonna just take a sticker from my moving sheet. This is clip art by Juju Sprinkles, so this you will not see in my shop because I didn't buy a commercial license for it. I just formatted it on one of my sheets because it would be easier for me to keep with the rest. And also you can see it doesn't follow the regular number system either, which, you know, the A series is what you will not see in my shop. So what did I want to mark for packing? I was probably just gonna do some boxes. I think I wanted to I don't think I'm gonna have room to do boxes like I originally wanted, so I'm just gonna grab some little tapes right here. Yeah, my Silhouette did not do a great job of cutting them. They cut each one a little bit to the right, I think. So I'm just gonna have to deal with that. It still looks okay, as long as it captures the whole image. Alrighty, so that's gonna be for that, and then just two more things I wanted to mark. One of them was washing my hair, and I think I will grab a quarter box for that. So we will layer that right above there, and that shouldn't be there. Let me see what icon I was going to use for that. I'm pretty sure I was going to use the girl with her hair in like a towel. And we'll put that icon there. Alrighty, and then there was just two more things I wanted to do. And those are my video games, Minecraft and Animal Crossing. And instead of just doing like a whole bunch of washi, I think what I'm gonna do is use a full box or half box again. Let me see if I can get that lower, because this kit comes with a lot. I think it's 8 plus these two squared off half boxes here, so that makes 10, and I think that should be plenty, so I don't feel too bad about using one here. And then we'll take this last super thin strip of washi and fill in that empty space up here. And it will be pretty much a perfect fit. There's some, you know, overlap going on, but I think it's mostly okay. So let me get out my stickers for those. I did print off some glossy Minecrafts, so I'm gonna use that instead of the matte ones that I had left over. I'll use those on a matte spread. Alright, so there's my two video games right there. And now we can go into Tuesday. So Tuesday I did filming. As usual, I filmed my weekly plan with me, so let me go ahead and find the film tracker that comes with the kit. Here we go. I'll put that right above that, work kind of from the bottom up. Let me check what I wanted to put in my to-dos. I think it was just one thing I wanted to mark with an icon. Actually, just two things total, I think. So I don't feel bad about kind of taking up a lot of space with that. And then yeah, that would be best if I was doing that on its own thing with like a quarter box or something. So I will just write it in up there. And then it's all for the to-do list. So it's only a couple more things I wanted to mark. One of those was printing and cutting, so I'm going to grab a half box for that. It's not often that I have room to mark it out with a half box anymore. So let me grab a printer. Unfortunately, it is Max. I forgot to print out glossy printers, but that's okay. And then we'll do print up here and cut down here. Alrighty, so after that I just have two more things to mark. Those things are Minecraft and then a movie that I watched Nightmare Before Christmas. I've seen that many times before, so it's not new, but I mean, I was hearing a lot of hype about it this particular Halloween season, so I just decided to give it another watch. And I still liked it. I kind of multitasked. I think I watched it while I was working on something else. I don't remember what. But I had this kind of playing on my second monitor, so I could still glance at it every now and then. It was definitely still very enjoyable. Yeah, the music from that movie is like my favorite. Okay, so I have this space that I need to put in Minecraft. Normally I would grab a full box. Actually, I might have one left over, or sorry, a half box. I might have one left over at the end of the spread, so I'm going to leave that space empty for now. So then I know I have to decide whether to use washi in it or a full box if I have room. So we'll move on to Wednesday, which is Halloween. And I don't think I have any holiday stickers yet, like the names of holidays. But I did print off a little Halloween script on my fall bucket list sheet, which is kind of deformed because I printed it with some stickers that took up more space than I wanted. So I'm just gonna stick this up here on the header that I was using, just to mark that. And let me see, there's a lot more stuff I want to mark. Let me see if I have room to put stuff in. Okay, so one of them was that I watched Sleepy Hollow on the actual Halloween day itself. And I was going to use one of my fall bucket list stickers for that. And I was going to use the big one because I was going to try to write it in. But I also wanted to do filming with the kit didn't come with another one of these film trackers, so I was going to use one of my own stickers for that, and it also kind of takes up a lot of space. So I have two big stickers of my own that I want to put in. I swear I'm like the only person who has problems with like running out of space. So we'll do that there. And then I want to put something behind there to like differentiate that. I know I'm kind of incorporating white space even though I don't like to. Alright, so I'm going to write in Sleepy Hollow there because that's what I watched. That was a really good movie. I think I may have seen it before a really long time ago, but I watched it again and really enjoyed it. It's actually a really great movie. It's kind of cheesy at some points, like with the special effects and stuff, but the rest of the movie is just fantastic with the mood and everything. They do a good job. Alright, I'm just gonna stick Minecraft in there because it has to go somewhere. You know what? I don't like that little dotted line you can see behind there. So let me see if I can put some more washi behind that. Good thing about these removable matte stickers is that they are indeed quite removable. I'm using a lot of washi this week. Washi strips. I don't think I'm gonna have room to use washi tape, which is why I didn't even get any out. I don't often have room to incorporate that in. Alright. So there's filming. Using a lot of my own stickers this week. It's because all the ones I ordered from other people are still in the mail. Okay, so that's Wednesday. Oh, I didn't do the icons for the to-dos in Wednesday, so let me go ahead and grab those. I did my voiceover for my monthly. I tend to do that because they're a lot shorter and I feel like it's easier to just speed them up and make it like a 10-minute video and then do a really fast voiceover because there's not generally too much to talk about when I do my monthlies. Although November monthly was pretty crowded, I think, compared to other ones. So just gonna do that, and then it's gonna use a camera icon for Instagram, and then the last thing on my to-dos is I was gonna mark shaving, so I'm going to grab, I only have 4, so I kind of have room to use one of these girls. So we'll do that. And then that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5. I can fit the 5th one in that space. It's really just initials because it would be too long to write out anyway. So that is Wednesday. Now we can go on to Thursday. Alrighty, so I have a bill due. Which bill was it? It was my Etsy bill, I believe. Yep, because it's the 1st. And let's see, where do we want to put it? Is there anything that I would rather put in that space? I think I want to try to fit a full box in there if I can, so I'm going to put this one down here instead. Or sorry, half box. I keep saying full box instead of half box. One of them is half the size of the other. So let me actually grab one of those for that space. It overlaps the washi a little bit, but I mean, that's okay. That happens with a lot of washi. Alrighty, so one of the, this is to mark errands. So one of those errands that I did was going to the library, and I had a huge pile of books to donate. So I'm going to use this, I think it's Celeste, Scribbler from ScribblePrintsCo. She's holding a stack of books for that. And I also went to CVS, but I'm not going to use the sticker for that. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and do the to-dos. Is it just me, or is that a lot? Are those boxes a lot thicker than those? They are. Huh, I never noticed that before. Gonna have to really scrunch in my writing for those. Alrighty, so one of those things was doing a manicure, which did not survive the move super well. You can see it's already chipping on like these fingers. So I'm gonna have to touch that up before my flight tomorrow. Okay, so that was one of the things, and then another one was updating my budget. I'm gonna use a little $ icon for that. I don't even know if the kit came with one. I didn't even check. I don't know why I didn't check. Of course it totally does, but it's like almost the exact same color and it is the same symbol, so I know this came from the ScribblePrintsCo kit. So, you know, that works. Alright, just two more things I wanted to mark. One of them was finishing packing and the other one was renting my car. So I'm gonna use this for one of them, and then we'll just take a fancy label for... Nope, changed my mind. Better opportunity came along. I forgot about these style of labels. Let me see if I can put some washi behind. I don't think I have any more super thin washi. I think I used up all the thin stuff. No, this stuff is kind of thin. So do some overlapping. Oh no, not necessary. Love it when it fits perfectly like a glove. Okay, so what were the two things I said I had to do? Okay, one of them is finish packing, so I'm gonna once again grab my moving sheet. I think it's the first full sheet I printed on my glossy stickers. Or not full sheet, but the first of my shop sticker sheets. There will be a whole bunch soon, and I will list them in my shop. Okay. I'm gonna grab some big boxes for that. Those are crooked. They might not have been crooked. It's just a hard angle to put on your paper. All right, so last thing was renting a car. So let me grab my travel day sheet with all the cars in it, and we'll put it right there. Perfect. Okay, so that is Thursday. Just powering through this. Okay, so Friday. Oh boy. Alrighty, not a whole lot I want to mark for Friday because we were on the road. Friday and Saturday was our big road trip moving across the country. So I'm gonna mark down that we went out for Mexican food for dinner. Let me see. I'm gonna grab this fancy label that I was gonna use on Thursday, and I'll put it here. And I'm gonna use that to mark that we ate a lot of snacks. So I'm not really using it for anything fancy, but I think I can still live with myself. I just want some variety in the types of labels I'm using. Yeah. Okay, so in addition to that, we listened to music. So I'm going to do that, and then I actually printed off my own music icon. So I'll put that there. That was what we did for most of the trip. Like, we talked a little bit, but mostly it was listening to music. And then we drove through 2 states. We drove through actually most of Texas because I lived in Houston. And we drove all the way to Tucson, Arizona. So that was 2 whole states. All right, let me see how I want to do this. I want to like have room to write in what state it was. But I also want to overlap this a little bit so that I have that room. I decided it would be fun to mark the states we drove through using the state flags. So that will be for Texas, and then I'll grab this one for New Mexico. It's my first time really seeing New Mexico. So that was cool. We ate dinner in New Mexico. Although I still don't really count that as me visiting New Mexico, because to me, in order to visit a place, you have to like purposely go there like on a trip. And just passing through and even just eating, you don't see much of it, so it doesn't really count. So I still won't say I've been to New Mexico. I've been to 16 states besides, though, and 16 countries. Okay, so then I wanted to actually mark the road trip. I don't think this kit comes with any third boxes, so I'm trying to see what my options are. Let me see, not a ton I can do. So I may just do another fancy label. And I'm going to use some washi behind that, so it won't quite fill up the whole space. There we go, and that will be marking a road trip. So let me just try and grab that sticker up, because I originally wanted to just use the car icon from the kit over here under Rent the Car, and then use an actual car sticker for the actual road trip. Made more sense to me, so I could get some mileage out of the kit and my own stickers. So here's the car icon. There we go. All right, so that's Friday. Now for Saturday, it's basically the same thing. Our road trip continued, so I'm going to mark it the same way here, just so I know I was, you know, still on a road trip. And let me mark the 2 states that we drove through on Saturday, which obviously were Arizona and California. Now, I didn't say that we drove through 3 states on Friday, even though we did spend the night in Tucson, because we drove through most of Arizona on Saturday. So we actually drove through Phoenix, which is where I used to live. I also used to live in California, so it's kind of a bit of a trip down memory lane, although we didn't drive past where we used to live in California. We went a bit north of that. So just realized I didn't put any washi above that, so I can't layer it the same way. So instead I'm going to layer it a little bit below, like that. Okay, so then I wanted to mark lunch. So for lunch, we got sandwiches. I am gonna overlap it a little bit because I'm running out of room. Let me see if I can use the squared off half box for that. This is a little bit shorter than half boxes, the other half boxes, so it might just be a third box and I can't measure it very well. Alright, so I'm going to grab my moving sheet again. So I unpacked all my stuff and I assembled my desk chair. So I'm going to use this little, bag of screws and parts and stuff. And it actually says in chair right on that label. I don't know if you can kind of see that. Yeah, you can basically see what I can see. And it's funny because the clip art actually had a little hex wrench as part of it, and that is the exact tool that came with the chair that I used to assemble it. So it was too perfect to pass up. So I'm just going to kind of overlap them like that. And then put that right here, kind of hanging down into the bottom washi. And then, let me see, I wanted to do unpacking. So I'm going to use the smaller boxes up there. Okay, so that's Saturday, now to Sunday. Okay, I wanted to mark that I got groceries for the first time in Santa Cruz, which is where I now live. So let me grab a quarter box for that. Oh my god, my pages are getting everywhere. Okay, let's go with this one. And I was just going to use the grocery cart icon from the kit for that. Here it is. All right, good. So after that, a couple of little things. One of them was watching my show, The Office. I'm halfway through season 9, so nearly done. And then I read some of my blogs, and they don't have strips with laptops on them, so I'm just going to do this and cover it up with the laptop image right here. I'm just thinking it's going to take up space and I might want to do washi, so I'm going to hold off on that because I just realized that I forgot to put in a to-do list. Forgot to mark that I had 3 to-dos I wanted to do. Alrighty, so I'm going to have to grab another to-do header as well. I'll use this one. It's very unusual for me to not have the to-do and the full box touching. So this is, I think, the first time I've done a spread like this because I've forgotten. So kind of groundbreaking. Alrighty, so we'll do that there. And then the only other thing I wanted to mark was getting gas. So I will use a fancy label for that because I really want to use them, and I don't know if I'm going to use them any other time because, like, I don't do a spread with kit leftovers. I tend to just use them in my daily planner, but I have so many just, you know, quarter boxes and labels left over from other kits that I sometimes just don't even get to these really nice ones. So we'll do that there, and then I have space for one more washi strip. So I will see if I can lower this icon a little bit so that space isn't as obvious. Perfect. And let me see, I don't think I have any icons for the any icons for the to-dos. So now I think I do have a full box left over. I think I might even, no, I used both the square ones. Okay. So I'm gonna use my very last full box over here to mark Minecraft. So it's perfect. I had just the perfect amount. And then I will grab a glossy one. Glossy stickers print so much better than matte. Okay. So let me just go through and make sure I didn't forget anything important. I don't ever use most of my headers. I feel so bad about that. Icons I do reuse later. None of those, the deco and the scribblers I do have to do. Let me just use this sienna scribbler on Halloween, which I think was my original plan. So I will do that, but I will move this script over if I can get it up. There we go. To give her more room. All right, that's good. And yeah, all this deco is the last thing I have to do before I write in it. So yeah, I will do the deco, and then I'll write in it, and then I'll post a photo at the end of this video, as usual, of the finished spread. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, share, that would be amazing. I will see you in my next video. Ciao!